That's going to be the future of disc golf right there. Future of forehanding disc golf. Because we are athletes. We can be athletes, especially now that people are professionally paid. You don't need to change your arm angle to suit the disc. Like, we're not playing ultimate. We are throwing this disc as hard as we possibly can, off the tee at least. But this will still translate when you slow it down, when you're just doing chip shots or whatever you're doing, it all translates. So I am a National Pitching Association certified coach under Tom House, which means I know rotational athletes. So from baseball to football to golf, and then I'm trying to take this into disc golf. It's the same science. This is biomechanical modeling all the way back to the 80s when Nolan Ryan, who was the pitching coach, so he played in the MLB, then he was the pitching coach for the Texas Rangers. He coached Nolan Ryan, then he coached Randy Johnson. From Randy Johnson, he gets fired. Then he goes to the NFL. He's now working with Tom Brady, Drew Brees, and the list goes on, right? This is high quality Hall of Fame mechanics that I want to bring into disc golf, because we are throwers, we are rotational athletes, meaning you get that foot down, hips go, shoulders go. This is what I know. This is what I'm certified in. This is my day. This is my daytime job. This is what I do. And so as I break down mechanics, it translates. So as a pitcher, I'm at a standstill. I pick up my leg off the mound. I'm driving towards target, throw to my catcher. In disc golf, the angle is a little different, right? So I'm not throwing chest square and getting my eyes here. I have to hinge at the hips, like a submarine pitcher, for those that know, or skipping a rock on the water. That's essentially the angle we have to take. I'm not gonna throw the rock at the water from this angle. I'm gonna have to hinge at the hips to get that rock to be able to skip, right? It's more similar to that angle and that idea rather than throwing straight up and square, right? I have to hinge at the hips at release. You do the same thing on your backhand. If you're throwing a massive hyzer angle, you have to hinge at the hips. This is now the opposite side of that. Let's be an athlete and let's throw the disc. So getting into my X step here, I'm gonna stay low. So now this is where it translates more towards baseball, this pitching thing, right? So now this is what I would call, if I break down the throw into 9 steps, this is 1. This is my 1, this is my balance and posture position. I have to have my weight 51% back, 51% behind my center of mass. So my navel, my belly button, 51% back. Then I'm gonna drive through target. My step, my leg lift is 2, staying balanced, getting into foot strike. That is my 3. My 3 and my foot strike, now I'm beginning this process. Nothing happens until after foot strike. I have to stay firm and I'm driving towards target. Now at 4, we got the hips starting to rotate. Hips rotate at 4. At 5 is this right here. So you see this is 4 and 5 will be that small advancement. And 5, 6, 7 kind of get merged. But the idea of 5 is this advance. Not lead leg block, it's that right there. I want a slightly continual advance towards target all the way through the remaining of the steps. So if 5 is this small advancement, 6 is where I begin. So hips have already fired, right? When this hip dips, that means it's starting to go. It's starting to transition weight towards my target. Now, 6 is when I start rotating shoulders. And what's very important to rotational athletes is we are linear, right? I'm going in a straight line to my target. Am I not? Going a straight line that way. Then there's a point in this, right? So if I'm going in a straight line up to here, then all this rotation happens. Hips go, shoulders go. The objective then, it doesn't stop there. If it stops there, then I'm going this way and I'm leaking power off to the left that I want to go towards my target. So if I undo that, the objective now after this rotation is to get back to linear. I want to take my energy where I want it. I want to hit my line. I'm taking my energy to the line I'm hitting. That's what I want to do. So now this hand right here, what I'm going to do with that to further trick the body, trick the brain into doing the right thing is what I'm going to do is I'm going to have this palm facing my target, facing where I want to go, face my line. And what it does is It continues through. It is as if those Looney Tunes things where it's like I have that stick attached to my head and there's like a hot dog or something. That's what, and you never catch it. That's essentially what this hand is. That hand stays in front and we go to the left hand. I'm going to my glove side, going to my offhand. I'm going in the direction of it. If I bring it to body, I am now rotating. I'm gonna rotate, I'm gonna spin off. If I just let it dangle and let it fall, don't do anything with it, don't keep it firm in front, well then now I still got energy leaking out. I'm just letting it fall, letting it die out. There's nothing, it's doing nothing now. When you stay firm, and it should stay on this line right here, it's not gonna get closer to body. I'm gonna continue going towards that hand. That allows me to then go from rotate, so linear, rotation, then back to linear. What that does, what this allows me to do, get rid of that now, is to all that torque that I created from the hips to the shoulders. Now that torque is contained and then moved in the direction I want it to go. I'm not getting it and then spinning out and toward, yes, I still get torque in the disc, clearly. People have done it, people are doing it. It's not being maximized because power is still leaking out that way that they want going towards their target. This is the next level of disc golf. This is what disc golf has to be and will transition to, and this will make disc golf more accurate, make forehands more popular and more useful, and then arm health. When we do it like this, the arm will be protected. There's not going to be a week where it's like, oh, dang, well, can't forehand this week, can't forehand today because my arm is toast. It's fried from the day prior. That's not going to be a thing if we follow this teach that I am bringing to disc golf. This is what disc golf needs, healthier forehands, then we're going to start dominating the game. So, all right, hips are going to fire, small advancements toward target, 6, shoulders start rotating, and 7 now, this hand is firm. And now as I get, it's firm already. It ain't going nowhere. That's gotta be firm. Now I'm getting into release and it's still firm. Chests are square to target, but I have to be at that angle. I gotta be hinged at the hips, skipping the rock on the water or submarine pitching. I gotta get down there or it's not gonna transit. I can't throw the disc at the same angle I would throw a football. I have to be hinged at the hips. I have to be leaned over. And then, so 8 would be release and 9 is follow through as the disc comes through and I'm firm. I'm gonna exaggerate this hand. And if I'm not exaggerating it, if it doesn't feel dumb, I'm not doing it right at first. Here, it doesn't feel dumb for me. I'm ready to use this, it's consistent. This is what I do. You stop rotation. Again, 1, boom, 1, balance and posture, 2, leg lift, getting into foot strike, 3. Then hips rotate at 4. Now 5, I small advance, 6, I start rotating, 7, it's a firm front side, 8, getting into release and follow through as I drive to my target. Got to take a good look at that. Ooh, nice and athletic. Got to take a look at it because that disc went like I think it went 370 that day. That's on a forehand. It is very common. Yeah, I pitched in college, but that was like 10 years ago now. I'm a 32-year-old guy, still coaching, still training baseball. What I know is a baseball weighs 5 ounces. A disc golf disc, the average is, say, a 173 gram disc. Translated into ounces, that's 6 ounces. If I could throw a baseball off a standstill, 80 miles an hour, and now here I'm doing an X step. Yeah, I'm hinged at the hips, but I'm doing an X step. Flying, getting energy going to target. There's no reason why even me get that disc going 85 plus. All right, there is a future in this. This is going to be the next generation of disc golf. Hop along. Again, I'm Armando Manriquez, National Pitching Association certified coach, bringing Hall of Fame quality biomechanical modeling to disc golf.